Yes, starting out with some disappointing news. Stromae has canceled all future concerts until the end of May. The Belgian singer-songwriter and rapper Paul van Haver, better known as Stromae, who was on tour in Europe promoting his last album Multitude, says the cancellation is due to health reasons. Stromae recorded record-breaking albums in 2010 and 2013, and then he largely withdrew from the public eye for 8 years due to depression, burnout, and negative side effects of an anti-malarial drug. Stromae triumphantly returned, though, in 2022 with songs like L'Enfer, Santé, and Fils de Joie from his new album. In a statement to his fans published on social media, Stromae says, quote, "I've come to the realization that my current health state does not allow me to come and meet all of you at the moment. I regretfully share this news with you, which fills me with sadness, but I have to admit my limits." He also says that he has to take the time to get better in order to resume performing. Writer note, South African musicians Lorraine Klassen and Mongezi Ntaka released a new album called Mookomba Gratitude in November. They interpret a collection of songs written by some of Southern Africa's greatest celebrated singers and composers. Now, I won't tell you too much more about that because Mongezi is back from South Africa and he's based here in Washington, D.C. and will be our guest next week on Africa 54 with his guitar in hand. And finally, Mookomba makes a comeback. The international award-winning band from Victoria Falls, Zimbabwe, Mokoomba announces its comeback on the world stage with Nzara Hapana, the first single from its forthcoming album Tusona. I spoke with Marcus Gora, the band's longtime manager, on Thursday, and he says they're excited to release the album after having worked on it throughout the pandemic. It drops July 7th. And also, they have returned to performing again in Zimbabwe, and they can't wait to start their first international tour since the pandemic, beginning with Eswatini at the MTN Bushfire Festival, end of May, and then again in Europe in June. And that's it for this week's Entertainment Report. For more details on this and more music, check out my radio show, Music Time in Africa, online at voaafrica.com or live on shortwave and select local FM stations Saturday and Sunday.